Alright, first what we're going to do is we got the coil pack right here. So first we're going to unplug it. Got to pull this little locking tab back. Then squeeze that in and unplug it. Then we're going to go over here to the mass airflow sensor. Squeeze that in. Unplug it. Now let's get a flat screwdriver and a 10mm deep socket. Alright, we'll be right back. Alright guys, first of all we got a clamp up under here. Let's just loosen that clamp up. Then we gotta pop this clip off. Then this one. Pick this up. We got a breather right here that the clamp is back here. So I guess he said forget, just put it back together and that was it. Alright, so we're gonna pick this up. Take this off. Air filter looks good. Yeah, buddy. That saves us some money right there. Alright, then we're going to get our 10mm, which I got right here. And I got it on my cordless impact, which is going to make this a lot quicker to do. So right now what we're going to do is take off our coil pack. It's got one coil pack with 4 coils or wires, whatever you want to call them, going down there. So let's take these 4 bolts out and we'll be right back. Alright guys, so we take our coil pack. Pick it up and you can see all 4 there. And that one looks like it was burning to the side right there. What was that? Just grease. Maybe just grease. I don't know. It looks good. Alright, so I'm going to put this in the trunk because I got a feeling we're going to be here for a while on this car. I'm going to put this in the trunk and we'll be right back. Alright guys, now we're going to take off the valve cover and we got a series of 10mm bolts going all around. And you got 1, 2, 3, 4 on the inside. So I'm going to go ahead around here and we're going to take all these bolts out. Alright, we'll be right back. Alright guys, we got it all up. Take this cover up. That video looks different because the chain looks good. Wait a minute. There's supposed to be a guide right here. Is that guide down in there? That sucks. Alright guys, here we are so far. Now the next thing we're going to do is put this stick to the side. We're going to remove this air box right here. We got 2 10mm nuts. What I'm using is a 10mm deep 3/8 drive. And guys, definitely get you a cordless impact driver. These things are great. So you want to take both of those off. Now, it's going to come up, but let's switch sides. You're gonna have to go all around here because way over here it sets on a grommet. Way down there, where my finger's pointing, it's on a grommet, and that's what you're gonna do is pop that up and take the whole thing out. Actually, that should have stayed on. This grommet should have stayed on there. Then pulled out. Alright, and then take our 2 10mm nuts and you want to put them back up here so we know exactly where they go. Alright, we'll be right back. Alright guys, the next thing we do is take your hydraulic jack and a block of wood. Try to use a 4x4, don't use a 2x4. And what you want to do, here's the oil pan right there. You want to jack it up till it touches and then pick it up just a little bit more. Just like that and hold it. Guys, I'm telling you from experience, and I have broken oil pan. If you go right from jack to oil pan, and when you go to pick it up, you will crack that oil pan. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. You'll crack the oil pan. So make sure you have a block of wood. Jack it up a little bit, alright? And we'll be right back. Alright guys, for this step, you're going to need an 18mm deep 1/2" drive and a 15mm deep 1/2" drive. And you're going to need a 1/2" drive air gun, or I'm using, oh man, you heard the power on that DeWalt 20 volt. Alright, first thing you want to do, because we're going to remove this mount right here, and we're going to inspect the mount once we get it out. So first of all, you got your 3 15mm bolts. So you're going to get those out. And then you're going to switch over to your 18mm and get those 2 nuts out. Alright, let's get that done and we'll be right back. Alright guys, we got them all loose. Now these 3 15mm bolts, they're all the same length, so you don't have to worry about getting them confused. Take the nuts up, pick the mount up, and then you want to inspect them out for the rubber going around it. Make sure it's not cracked or anything, because if it is, it will cause a vibration inside the car. And this mount is really good condition. Alright, so I'll set that up on top of the engine and put the nuts back in there.
That's where you have your party line today?
Nah, okay, I gotta show them about the party. I ain't talking about the party line yet. See?
Oops, spoiler alert.
You did, dang it. See, I don't know why I even put your bolts back in there. And then we're gonna put that on the party line because Sylvia's so graciously spoiled it for us. And we'll be right back. Alright guys, next thing what you want to do is take your jack and jack up that you got into the engine. As high as it can go. You want to get these bolts out of here. These 3 18mm bolts. And this one might be kind of difficult to get out. We're going to see. So now what I want to do is you're going to be grabbing your 18mm wrench. Or for that one, you can use for those two, you can use a ratchet. 18mm shallow, 3/8 drive, my cordless 3/8 drive ratchet. 1, looks like that. 2. Alright, let's get those 2 out, then we're going to get that one together. Alright, we'll be right back. Alright guys, let's take these bolts out. And remember, but this one is longer than that one over here. So just remember how it went.
Note.
Yeah. Note to self. Now, what we're going to do is take an 18mm wrench. We got a speed wrench. And could have got a regular wrench. Alright, now what I want to see if this bolt's going to come out. It's short enough to come out of there with the bracket. Without hitting that frame. Yeah, I think we got it. Natural. I ain't got no problems with this. Yeah, buddy. Alright, so let's get our bolts and put it back in there. The long one goes over here, and the short one goes over here. Alright, let's put this in the party line, and we'll be right back. Alright guys, the next thing we're going to do, we're going to take off the belt. Now here's your belt tensioner right here. And what you're going to do, you have a little insert right there, a little square insert. That's where you put your 3/8 drive ratchet at. And you're going to put it like you're loosening. You're going to put the ratchet like you're loosening. So, put the ratchet. Okay. So you're going to go loosening and loosen it up just like that. And while you got it up there, take the belt off, let it down, and then release. And take your ratchet back out. If it comes back out. Yeah, that was close. Alright, next thing we're going to do is take off this mount. Alright, so let me get a socket and we'll be right back. Alright guys, now if you can get your engine high enough to get to that bolt with a ratchet and a socket, that's good, but believe me, I am really jacked up. So that didn't sound that didn't sound right. Alright, so I'm going to hit, if I do this, I'm going to use a 15mm wrench. And I'm going to go ahead, and the same thing, we're hoping by the time we get loose enough, that bolt can start coming up. So let's get this all the way loose, and we'll be right back. Alright guys, we got the bolt all the way out. Cool. Now tensioner comes right in. Man, look at that. There's the cover. We almost there, guys. We are almost done with this job. Alright guys, before we get to the bottom, we're going to loosen up some bolts here so we don't have to worry about that when we get up there. Matter of fact, while we're down here, let's take this belt off, and that goes in the party line as well. Alright, we'll be right back. Alright guys, before we start loosening those bolts, what we're going to do is loosen up the bolts to the camshaft gears, and you got 18mm bolts. Now on these camshafts, there's hex features right here. See them? And that is a 15/16. So what you're going to do is grab your 15/16 wrench, hold it up like this one on this one, and then you're going on this one back here. It's right here. Then you're going to take you an 18mm socket, perfect 1/2 inch drive. Now what I got here, you don't have to use your 1/2 inch drive ratchet. I got my 3/4 inch ratchet with a reducer, 3/4 to 1/2 inch, and my 18mm socket. I like this because it's got a long reach to it. And what you want to do is put it right there, and while holding the wrench from that cam from spinning, you want to go ahead and loosen up that bolt. Alright, go to that one, and then loosen up this one, and then we'll be right back. Alright guys, the next thing you want to do is grab your 13mm socket, 3/8 drive with your 3/8 drive ratchet. And follow my ratchet down here, you're going to see a 13mm bolt right here. And you can probably get this bolt once we get down to the bottom with the engine down, but being that we got it up and we can get to it right now, might as well get to it. Loosen that up till it completely loosens. Alright, get that all the way out, and it probably won't come out, but we'll see. We'll be right back. Alright guys, we got the bolt all the way out, and just like I said, the bolt's going to go up and hit against the frame. But don't worry about that, just get that just like that. The next thing we do is switch over to a 10mm shallow 3/8 drive, and this one we want to change over to your, instead of your regular ratchet, turn over to your cordless impact.
I don't have one.
And then you'll be using a regular ratchet then. Now, while we're up here, you're going to be getting this bolt right here on the timing cover. Then, you're going to follow over, get this one, keep circling around, get this one, and then, further down, I don't know if you can see that one, if you follow that cover going down, there's one right there. And then that one. Alright, now be careful if you're using a cordless ratchet, because those bolts come out, especially that one right there, come out and you ain't going to have enough room to get that ratchet out of there. So what you want to do is just keep on a little bit, and then reach down there with your hands. And take that one out. Alright, let's get those three at the top, and we'll be right back. Alright guys, we forgot one more bolt right there. Now we're going to get this bolt out, and all bolts are the same length. Once you get the bolt out, we're going to lower the engine down. Alright, we'll be right back. Alright guys, next thing we do is take off our tire. Now your tire, if it's like this is the hub cap. And these are plastic little caps. Just take your 19mm deep, 1/2 inch drive, and you just spin those off a little bit. And take that right off. We're just going to cover some 19mm lug nuts. Take them off, and let's get that tire off. We'll be right back. Alright guys, the next thing we're going to do is remove this shield. Now your shield is held on. There's a clip right here, here, like it, and a 7mm bolt right here. Supposed to have been a clip right here or something, but it's gone. Now to get these out, what you want to do is just take your screwdriver. This one's cleaner. Stick your screwdriver right in there, twist it, and pop that the center out. Pop the center out, and the whole clip. Whole thing will pop right out of there. Alright, you got those three. And then I'm going to use a 7mm deep with my cordless impact. And take that off right there. Alright, so let's get those other two out and we'll be right back. Alright guys, I got those clips out. Look like it's still hanging up a little bit. And I look right up under here. There's another 7mm. Well, these like they're actually screws. Alright. What the heck is holding this thing? What the heck is this? Oh man, what the heck did somebody do over here? Look over here, guys. Somebody put a piece of metal with some screws in it. So now I gotta get those out. And you might, I don't know what you might have, clips or something right there. But let's get those out and then get this thing out of here. We'll be right back. Alright guys, we got the shield out of the way. Now, if you look right behind this brake hose right here, you'll see that 13mm bolt that we took out. There it is right there. Let's take that out. Now what you want to do, guys, is get you... Whoops. Dang it. What am I going to do here? Here we go. Just here. I'm going to use a 6-inch 3/8 drive extension with a little wobble extension on the front of it. And a 10mm socket, shallow. And now you're going to have, my hands over here, you're going to have one bolt right here, the 10mm, rest on the timing cover. One. Let me see if I can get in there. And see, the reason why I got that wobble extension, because it makes your socket wobble, so you can get, you don't have to go straight. So, son of a biscuit. All right, so I'm gonna have to turn over to my. Dang it. Let's get our. You know what? Let's make this, forget it. Let's just get a 10mm deep 3/8 drive with my cordless impact. Get this line out of the way. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Over here, number 4. And way over here. And I probably have to switch over to my 10mm shallow. Number 5. Alright, and then let's take those out. Alright, we'll be right back. Alright guys, as you can see right here, I got the rest of the bolts from the top. And here are all the bolts to the timing cover. And you got that one long one. Alright, let's put those to the side. Next thing we do, grab a 21mm deep, 1/2-inch drive. And this is the bolt to the harmonic balancer. Go ahead in there. Take that off. Set it down. Take your harmonic balancer is going to be loose already. Just wiggle it. At the same time, pulling it forward. Okay. And that is off. Alright. Let's set this into the party line. And what at this time, I'm going to show you guys what the party line is. Alright. We'll be right back. Alright guys, this is what we call the party line. So, this is it. The first thing we took off the car, we set it right here. Then every time we took off a part, we put it in a line. As you can see, going down the line, the last thing we took off was the harmonic balancer and the bolts to the timing cover. The reason why you want to do this is because if this job is down for months, a year, you know exactly how this job goes back together. As long as you start, when we go
well, not for nothing, but some people may need it on the same day.
Well, okay, on the same day. What it is that so you don't have a big pile of parts and you don't know what to put on next, you get confused and all. Following the line, you go start from this end of the line and work your way back. You're not missing any parts, you're not missing any bolts. This job goes back together great. That's what I call the party line. So adopt it, guys, adopt it. Alright? What? Alright, let's get back to work. We'll be right back. Alright guys, next thing to do, take your pan, just in case we drop some oil out of it, just some oil comes out. Set it right there. Now, you got pry points on this cover to take it off. One is right here. Take your pry bar right between it. Slowly. Make sure this thing Okay, now we pried down there. You can see some oil coming out. Now let's go to the top and pry up there. We'll be right back. Alright guys, now we're up at the top and you can see the cover's coming out. Now being that it's out like this already, what I'm going to do is try to get the pry bar right between here. And then start working. Be very careful guys, because this thing is aluminum and it can crack. Now the problem I'm having over here is that it's on a dowel pin over here. So I'm gonna, there we go. If you look right down in there, can you see that dowel pin right there?
Yeah.
So you gotta be careful, it's on that. Alright, next thing we're gonna do is pull the cover out. It's stuck in a gasket or something. Drop the cover down, and here it is right here, guys.
What is that? Something came out.
Huh?
In there. In there. In there.
Oh, this thing is dirty. Good. That's how you gotta say it. You gotta good. All right. Oh, guys, look at over here. Go in the front.
Yeah, see, that's what I saw from the top.
This is the
guide.
This is the guide. That's why that chain is loose. Dang it. Oh man.
I guess you gotta take out the oil pan.
Oh man, that's gonna suck. Well, those are big pieces. We're good.
How do you know that little pieces of that didn't fall in the oil pan?
I don't. It's all good, Zippy. It's all good. Dang it. This is kind of messed up because I don't want to turn the engine too much. Oh man, look at that right there. The chain was rubbing up against. That was a... Alright, we'll be right back. Alright guys, let's get a light here. And you can see the chain. See what it did to the bolt?
Oh. Well, that's because the guide broke?
Yeah, because the guide goes over that. This bolts the guide down. So we got to get us a new bolt on that. So now what I want to do here...
Is that bolt similar to any of the other bolts? Oh no. We'll
probably
find you one.
Yeah, hopefully you'll find one.
Yeah.
You'll find one because you're sippy.
Okay.
Alright, next thing we're going to do, guys, is... What we got here? We got the bolt to the crankshaft, and I got two big, the nuts up here to take up the slack, because if you try to put this in here now, it won't go all the way, and you might mess up the threads in there. So I got those two in there to take up the slack, put that in there, and then turn that.
Why are you turning it?
I wanted to bring it up the top dead center, but I'm not sure what it's going to do because it's all messed up. It might just spin. I don't know. This sucks. So let's get this thing straightened out over here. And we gotta look for the timing marks on this.
It's cruddy in there.
Yeah, no. I do know the keyway has to be going at 12 o'clock. And the keyway is over here. Right there on the crank. On that side, you can see it?
Yeah, I see it.
So that goes at 12 o'clock. Let's see what happens when we try to turn this thing by hand. Just skip it. Alright, so we're going to go right about 12 o'clock. And I know this mark, I don't know if you can see, it's so cruddy down. You see that little mark right there?
Mm-hmm.
That's actually supposed to be lined up right to that. That little indentation sticking out. I just messed it up.
Yeah.
So actually I gotta turn back a little bit. Good. Alright guys, let's get ready to let's go back up to the top because we gotta take out the tensioner for this. And I guess we ain't gotta take out the other bolt for that, but I'll show you in a minute. We'll be right back. Alright guys, before we get to the guides and the tensioner, I want to show you something that's very important. When the bottom is at top dead center, these up here, these got marks on them. Both these gears are identical to each other. The thing is, as far as time, when you got to line it up for timing, this one has a triangle right here, and it says exhaust. And this one over here has a diamond and it says intake. Now, on the opposite, each gear has an intake and an exhaust mark. Of course, we're on the wrong side because this one says exhaust, but the intake manifold is on this side of the vehicle. So now we got to turn the crank. I'm going to turn the crank around on 360 degrees until the other marks come up. And if the timing is lined up, which it won't be because we got no compression here, this one's going to be at 11 o'clock and this one is going to be at 2 o'clock.
Wait, so, I have a question.
Yeah.
Why is the exhaust on the left side if the intake is on the left side?
Because, as I said, each gear has an exhaust and an intake mark.
Oh.
Yeah, both. So I gotta go down there.
Now.
Yeah, I gotta turn the engine around 360
until you
degrees
find the intake
until
side.
Well, I gotta turn the engine 360 degrees, and then the other marks are gonna line up. So while you up there like that.
Well, why do they make gears like that?
Because so both gears are the same. They ain't gotta make different gears.
Oh, that's just laziness.
So I'm gonna slowly go around. I've got a feeling these valves will hit.
So we're going to look for the diamond. There's the diamond. And that's supposed to be at 2 o'clock.
Now, wait, as soon as I line up down here, okay, I'm right about there now.
That's not even close.
So right now, this is supposed to be over here. Now this one is just about right. See, that's the one about 11 o'clock. And it says exhaust. So the intake cam is the one that actually jumped timing. So, dang it. Alright, so what we're going to do now, guys, you guys already got to take off the tensions. You know what? Let me get a mirror so you can see this bolt right here. I'll be right back. Alright guys, for this next step, you're going to need a 32mm socket, 1/2-inch drive. And if you look in the mirror, you see that big bolt right there?
Oh, you asking?
Yeah, heck yeah.
Yes.
Dang, I'm asking you.
I see it.
Alright, that is actually the tensioner. So, you're going to get your 32mm socket, 1/2-inch drive. Put it up there. And of course have a hard time getting that off of there. That's what you're gonna end up cutting your hand on this thing, and it sucks. Hold on. Son of a biscuit! All right. What you gonna do now?
I'm gonna sit here and watch you.
Oh, man.
See?
Around.
See what happened? See how I helped you? I sat here and watched you.
I didn't want to be embarrassed, so I can't look bad in front of my woman. You're funny, Sylvie.
Yeah. I'm the funny one.
All right. we got that one going out. Let me go ahead and take that one out so you can see this tensioner. Okay, take the tensioner out.
Oh, wait.
Huh?
It's supposed to look like that?
Yep. Don't worry, we're going to be getting a new one.
Cruddy?
Yeah. No, you're supposed to say crud. Full of crud. Alright, then you guys want to switch over to your 10mm hex socket, half-inch drive. Get your same half-inch drive ratchet, and you're going to have a plug right here in the front of the engine. What's behind that plug is the upper bolt to that guide that broke. So, get this plug out of there, and we'll be right back. Alright guys, now we got the plug out. What you want to do is take your 10mm deep 3/8 drive, and you want to go in there, and there's a 10mm bolt that's holding on, that's supposed to have been holding on the top half of that guide. Magnet. Dang it, so I wore that one out as well. Alright, now from the top, from up here, I want you guys to look down, and this is the tensioner. This is the guide right here for the tensioner. There's a 10mm bolt right in the front. So we're going to take that bolt out. Alright. Take that. Slide it. Oh, dang it. Should have took that gear off first. Tell you what, let's leave it right there. Take the bolt. And what we're going to do here, up here, is take off this. You know what? I got to take off this first. Be right back. Alright guys, you know what? Let's get this guide right here out of the way. And this guide held on by two 10mm bolts. I got my 10mm deep. My cordless impact. One. Two. Take that out. I'm not going to put the bolts back in there because I don't trust that dropping down there. So we're going to just put them back into this and put them into the party line. Now, the next thing we're going to do, guys, is those two bolts that we loosened up. Let me get to this side. In the front, 18mm bolts. Take this one, completely take it out. Now, these bolts are torqued to yield, so they can stretch. And if you get the right kit, like we're going to get, it's going to come with those. Now, next thing we're going to do is take that gear off.
Drop the gear.
Son of a biscuit, man. Sylvia, you are such bad luck. Oh my goodness, man. Alright, what the heck I'm going to use now? What am I going to do?
Get you something neat on those pliers and pick them up.
No, I got a
There's
magnet.
nabbit.
I got a magnet. Let's see. Get this magnet down there. Dang it.
How's that working for you?
Huh?
How's that working for you?
It's working good. It was working good. Ow! I can't. I almost had it. You pinching me. Son of a biscuit, man. How the heck did I do that?
On video, it looked like you just let it go.
Forget this. This is bull. Let me see if I can get this. Dang it. Don't do that, guys. Don't drop that thing down there. Let's get this. I can't even get the tensioner out. The guide out because... Let me. There we go. Okay. Got that out. Maybe I can get it better. Delete that part. We'll be back. Son of a biscuit. You know what? All right, let me go.
Oh my God.
Let me go get some needle nose. I'll be right back. All right, guys, got some needle nose.
Now, why didn't you do that from the beginning? Because I suggested it?
Yes, that's exactly why I didn't do it.
That was like 5 minutes waiting for you to pick that thing up.
All right, we got that gear off. Let's put that to the side. Now, we get this gear off.
Don't forget to drop it.
I should drop it just because you said that.
You should.
Keep on. All right, now, once I get that off like that, we're going to pick the assembly up, but down at the bottom, you got to make sure the chain...
The chain's got to be off the crank.
You in my way.
Oh, my bad.
All right, so one hand's going to hold up here on the gear, and the other hand's going to go around here and get this chain. Dang, I should have took the bolt off. Man, this is not being...
What is happening today?
Man, why don't you take the bolt off?
What is this, your first time?
Drop that thing, chain.
Your first day at work.
Yeah. I was been fired real fast for this mess.
Let me tell you, you're about to be.
Yeah.
Oh, Lordy heavens. And now what?
Well, hold on, what the heck the chain? Oh, man, I can't believe this. You in my way.
You're costing me money with your tomfooleries.
How can this... Oh, man. How the heck can that chain... Hey, wait a minute. Why that chain look like it's going around something? It ain't got no business going. Oh, wait a minute. I'm trying to grab the chain and pick it back up. This is... Man, I am definitely... I should edit this whole thing out.
Start all over.
I should. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, yeah. Oh, wait a minute.
Your light is messing up my lighting.
You...
Did he really just... Did you just drop that?
Because of you.
Because of me.
Because I was going to move the light, dang
Oh,
it.
my gosh. He seriously sat here and blamed me.
I was going to move the light because it was in your way, and then I dropped the
Not
chain.
in my way. It's messing up my lighting.
This is some bull. Let me finish what I'm doing first.
Yes, it's my fault.
can't believe this, man. I got this thing stuck in there now. Sylvia had to go say something. Oh, okay, it came out from the bottom anyway. Dang it. Man.
You good now?
Yeah. You happy? Is the light still in your way?
It's not in my way, dagnabbit.
Alright, guys. Be right back. Alright, guys. We're at the bottom. Now, the first thing, let me take out this bolt now. Okay. Then we're going to... Where does this go? The tensioner. Okay. Alright, now we're going to take off. We got one bolt right here, 10 millimeter. That is the oil nozzle that sprays oil down onto the chain. It's a 10 millimeter bolt. And that little plastic piece will just pop right out just like that. And you want to make sure it's clean inside there. Alright, let's put that down. Then your crank gear is just going to slide off. That looks really worn.
We'll get a new one.
Yep. Alright, put that down. And now we got our balance shaft change right here. Now this is the dumb part. This see, Cloy's did a video. I don't want to put them down. Cloy's did a video on it. He was like, yeah, you know, unbolt this and pull the whole shaft out. How you supposed to pull the shaft out if it's gonna hit up against the frame? See, that's what happens when you do a video with the engine out. It don't work. Alright, so let's do it our way. First of all, we got two 10 millimeter bolts here holding on. This is the tensioner right here. So we're going to take out 10 millimeter. Go right here. One. Sylvia, that's for you. Two. Take that tensioner out of it. Ooh, dang it. Thought that almost dropped. This is the guide. This is the... Let me go over here. This is this guide right here.
Oh.
It went on top of there, and pieces of it is missing. So it looks like we will be dropping that oil pan. All right, let's go back over here. Now you're gonna have this guide right here that goes to the tensioner. That's a 10 millimeter bolt right there. Take that out. Keep the bolt with it. Put that down. Then you got a guide over here with two 10 millimeter bolts. And what I might do is switch to my 10 millimeter ratchet. I mean, my 3/8 drive ratchet. I'm going to 1-inch extension, a wobble extension, and my 10 millimeter shallow socket. And you got one. Let's take those two bolts out and we'll be right back. Alright guys, we got those two bolts out. Let's take this guide out. And then we got one more guide right here with two 10 millimeter bolts. As a matter of fact, guys, here's that rest of the other bolt that go to the main chain guide. Hopefully we can get that. We gotta get we gotta find two new bolts for this. Alright, now we got the two 10 millimeter bolts right here. One and number two. Let's get those out. And we'll take out that guide right there. Alright, we'll be right back. Alright guys, we got that out. Okay. Set those up to the side.
Is that another piece of the of a guide?
Sure is. That guide that goes over that side. There's another piece. Alright, now guys, these gears right here, the balance shaft gears. Just like I said, I don't know why Cloy's did it. Cloy did it, they make it so you can see a 10 millimeter bolt right there, or better yet, you can see this one better, right there. Take that 10 millimeter bolt out, and then the whole shaft slides out. That's how they show it. I don't know why they did that. That's not right. Don't listen to them. because you can't get that thing out hitting up against the frame. Now what you want to do is, let me see if we can see this right. You see that little dimple, that little hole right there? What you do is take a punch, and you put it right there, and then it'll lock into the teeth, and then you can loosen up that bolt. Yeah, Tim, whatever. So I guess let me show you, and so we can do that. And actually, guys, this chain now should be able to. Being that you got all those out, this chain should be able to come off. What the heck, man? Okay, get that chain off. Go off over here, up here. Can't hardly see up there, but your water pump is up here. So get it off the water pump and put that out. Alright? Oh, and we're going to be changing this gear as well, so just slide that gear off. Alright? We'll be right back. Alright guys, we're going to start off with this one. Now what you want to do is take you a 5/30 seconds punch. And what you want to do is put the punch into that hole, and it's going to lock between the gears so the gears don't turn. So you want to make sure that's in there. Then you take your 15mm socket, 3/8 drive with your 3/8 drive ratchet, and you want to get. Actually, you want to let's get this on first. Okay. And now let's get this locked into place. And then you're going to try to loosen that, and that's going to suck. These things suck. I know a lot of you guys, I ain't changing that. Alright. Yeah, and you got to hold this thing in there, because this thing will spin right out of there. This sucks, man. If I need to. Dang it, it spun. Ow. Dang it, that sucks, man. These things suck. I ain't kidding, man. Can I? Oh, I'm all the way down, man. I need to. Oh, man. Let's try it this way. You know, let me go to the top. I'll be right back, guys. Alright, guys, I got the punch in. I'm from the top. And I'm going to use my impact, because it gives me more leverage on it. That ain't going to work, because this thing is in my way. Give me a long ratchet. I got a little extension on that. Now, the thing is, that need to be held into place while I go try to loosen that up. And that thing just, I think it's just spinning. And this is supposed to be just 18 inch-pounds or something. Wait. One. Now these gears are marked intake and exhaust. So got the bolt out, and then this gear should come off. Son of a biscuit, man. looking at your camera. Check that out. Tim is good, man. Tim got that thing on there. Yeah, buddy. Yeah. All right, guys. Let's get to the other one. We're going to do the other one together because I don't want you guys thinking you have a hard time and say he didn't show it on camera. So let's put this down and we'll be right back. All right, guys. Now we're going to get to the other one. The hole is up on the top here. So let's get this punch set in there. Okay, let's get our ratchet up here. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to pull down on the punch so it can lock into those gears. That one went a lot easier. Take the bolt out and take the gear off. Yeah, buddy. Wait a minute, that thing looks like it was sliding in there. Alright, that is cool, guys. Alright, let's set this down and we'll be right back. Alright, guys, it's obvious. There's junk inside the oil pan. Plus, I'm not trusting because we see that crud up here. We don't know how that oil pickup screen is. So, we got our engine support here. And what this does is it hooks on to each side of the vehicle like this. And what we're going to do here is jack the engine up. That's how it will go. Hook up a chain right here. Hook it up to here. And keep this engine up in the air so we can get that oil pan out. Alright, let me get this all hooked up. And definitely go to Harbor Freight, guys. This is Pittsburgh. I ain't even got the part. Yeah, there's the item number right up there. Check that item number out.
That's awfully small.
It's all good.
Okay, there you go.
Alright, so let's get this set up and we'll be right back. Alright, guys, we got the engine jacked up with the jack and all. And then we got our chain hooked up. I put the two big bolts back in here going to that bracket. And I tightened this up and that's holding up. Now what I'm doing is let down my hydraulic jack. Cool, okay. So right now everything is resting on this thing. Gotta make sure this thing is holding up good. I don't want this thing dropping on me. Alright, so now I can take my jack from under there. Now let's get up under there and unbolt this oil pan. Right back. I was ready to take down our oil pan and see what's in there. I'm not gonna drain the oil out yet. If you look up there, they put a brand new starter in there. Yeah, buddy, we're good to go with that starter. All right, let's get this done. We got, first of all, let's get our 4 18mm bolts out. There's 1, 2.
Wait, don't go too fast, okay?
3, and then the 4th one is over here.
Hold on.
Where's my light at?
Oh, sorry. You okay?
Yeah. My light. Can you see number 4 way up there? It's up right up there. All right. So I'm using my 6-inch half-inch drive extension, my 1-inch wobble extension, and my 18mm shallow socket.
What the?
And 1, 2, 3, and 4. Right? Let's get those out, and we'll be right back. All right, guys. I got 2 short bolts, and they go on one over here, and the other one over here, and then actually they are all. Oh no. Okay. The 3 of them is short. This one right here is long. Oh, because it's going into the mount. Alright, so let's put those down. Then we're going to change over to a, looks like a 13mm. 13. Yep, okay. One important bolt, a long one. is right here. Get that out of the way. And then, I'm not going to show you, you're going to see on the other side, but you see over here, oh, wait a minute. Dang it, that oil dipstick. Well, we'll get that later. You got the 13 here, one right there, and right on the other side as well. And then in the front of the oil pan, we're going to get together. So let me switch up to here, because we got to take out that oil dipstick tube up there. Alright, let's get those out and we'll be right back. Alright guys, there's a bolt going through the AC compressor that's screwing into the oil pan. And if you look right between this opening right here, see that bolt right there?
Mm-hmm.
So that's a 13 millimeter, and I got my 13 millimeter. It looks like my AC line is, no, what is that? Yeah, my AC line, just bend that just a little bit. Don't bend it too much. And you don't have to take the bolt out, but you gotta get that completely unbolted from the oil pan. Okay, let it hang out like that. Alright, now, can you see my hand in there?
Mm-hmm.
Right inside this opening right here, there's a 13 millimeter
Oh,
bolt.
no, I don't see it.
Oh.
Okay.
You got, wait a minute.
Wait. I can see it from here.
You can see up in there?
Mm-hmm. What are you again?
You're looking at right here,
Wait a minute. Oh, okay.
inside here.
Uh-huh.
If you can see a bolt right up in there. Right up in here.
Oh, that's dark in there. Let me see.
Better yet, wait a minute, because well, it's inside there.
It's inside there.
Yeah, there is a bolt inside there. So
There it is.
there it is. That's the bolt. So make sure you got that one as well. All right, right back.